As for the next point, point number 69, then Imam al-Barbahari said, وَأْلَمْ أَنَّ أَرْوَاحَ الشُّهَدَاءِ في حواصل طير خضر تسرح في الجنة وتأوي إلى قناديل تحت الأرش وأرواح الفجار والكفار في بئر برهوت وهي في سجين. He said, Imam al-Barbahari rahimahullah said, and know that the souls of the martyrs are within the bellies of green birds which roam freely in paradise, and they return for shelter to lamps beneath the throne. And the souls of the wicked and the disbelievers are in the well of Barahut and are in Sijjeen. Shaykh Fawzan hafidhahullah, he said, he's saying, وَأْلَمْ أَنَّ أَرْوَاحَ الشُّهَدَاءِ فِي حَوَاصِلِ طَيْرٍ خُضْرٍ تَسْرَحُ فِي الْجَنَّةِ. And you should know that the souls of the martyrs are within the bellies of green birds which roam freely in paradise. Shaykh Fawzan said, for the ruh, the soul, by means of which a person lives and moves and grasps things by his senses, it is a secret matter from the secrets of Allah, the Majestic and Most High. No one knows it except Allah. Meaning, no one knows its true reality except Allah, the Majestic and Most High. He, the Most High, said, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ قُلِ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. Surah Al-Isra, the 17th Surah, Ayah 85. With the explanation, and they ask you about ar-ruh, the soul. Say, the soul is from the private affairs of my Lord, and you have not been given of knowledge except a little. Shaykh Fawzan said, upon the basis that what is meant by the ruh here is that by which a person lives, a person and an animal and the rest of the things possessing souls. I mean, that's one explanation of the ayah. That what's referred to here in the ayah with regard to the ruh is the soul, the human soul, the soul of the human, whatever has a soul. He said, or it is otherwise said that what is meant by ar-ruh, and what's meant here by ar-ruh, is a type of the angels, and Allah knows best. In the second explanation, what's being referred to here is the ruh, that is a type of the angels. You'll find the like of that in Surah An-Naba, the 78th Surah, Ayah 38. يَوْمَ يَقُومُ الرُّوحُ وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ صَفًّا. The explanation meaning the day when the ruh and the angels will stand in rows. Allahu Akbar. In other words, there's two explanations of what's meant here by ar-ruh. Either it's the well-known ruh, the soul, which causes a person to be alive when he has it, when it's there in his body and he's alive and moves and so on and so forth, or that it's a special category of angels. Allahu Akbar. Then Shaykh Fawzan, he continued, and the ruh in the language, the Arabic language, is a term which is used to refer to that by means of which the possessors of souls will live. In that which one who has a soul, if he has this thing, the ruh, then he's alive and he moves and so on. In the soul. He said, because life, al-hayat, life is of two categories. Hayatu haraka, a life which involves activity, movement, animate life. And this occurs with those things possessing souls, animate life, life of animalism and the like. And the second is hayatu numu, life involving just growth. something like plant life, or like, not just plant life, but life that really involves something growing and growing. He said this, the second kind, is what occurs in trees and plants. In a footnote, they mention, and for with regard to the different types of life, you can refer to Zad al-Ma'ad of Imam Ibn al-Qayyim, volume 5, page 755. And then Shaykh Fawzan said, and from them, I mean from the types of life, is the life of the embryo in the womb of its mother, before the soul is breathed into it. And that is the second type. It's the second type. So the embryo just grows and grows and grows. He said, but when the soul is breathed into it, then it becomes animate life, a life of movement. As for before that, then it is just the ruh, the spirit, which is of growth, the life of growth. He said, and the rhetorical finishing, and the rhetorical theologians and the philosophers are in confusion about the true reality of the soul, and they are unable to comprehend it, and they stumbled and made many mistakes and were unable to comprehend it. That's where Shaykh Fawzan, Hafidhullah, he ends explanation of this point. Then finally, with regard to some side points and additional explanation from Shaykh Ahmad and Najmi, rahimahullah, then he said on this point, he's saying you should know that the souls of the martyrs are in the bellies of green birds. They roam around freely in paradise. And they return to lamps beneath the throne. He said this occurs, Shaykh Ahmad said this occurs within a hadith reported by Muslim. You'll find it there as hadith 1887. He said, and the author referred it back with that number, 1887. And it is the aqidah, the creed and belief of the as-Sunnah wal Jama'ah. He said, as for his saying though, that the souls of the wicked and the disbelievers are within the well of Barahut, and they are in Sijjin, then I say, as for the well of Barahut, then it is a well to the east of Aden, of this place in southern Yemen. It is to the east of Aden, between it and between Hadramaut. And the saying that the souls of the wicked and the disbelievers are gathered in it, there is no authentic proof for this. No authentic proof for this point. However, it occurs in a narration whose chain of narration contains a majhul, a person who is unknown, being reported from Abdullah ibn Amr radiallahu anhuma, as was mentioned by the one doing the footnotes. Shaykh Ahmad said, I say, and what is correct is that which Allah the Mighty and Majestic informed of in His book, in Surah Al-Mutaffifin, Kalla inna kitab al-fujjari lafi sijjin. Surah Al-Mutaffifin, ayah 7. With regard to the wicked, with explanation, rather the book of the wicked, the wicked, their souls will be in Sijjin. And then he said, Shaykh Ahmad said, and the word as-Sijjin is an intensive form from as-Sijin, restriction. This word, obviously, the word uses to mean a prison, as-Sijin. He said it's an intensive form of the word as-Sijin, which means restriction, and it is a tight or restricted place. And it, Sijjin, this tight and very restricted place, is in the lowest depth of the earth, as was said by the people of knowledge. We ask Allah for safety and security from it. And we seek Allah's refuge from His anger and from His painful punishment. And Allah grants success. Then before finishing, also Shaykh Salih as-Suhaimi, Hafidhullah, he said in his explanation, likewise the souls of the believers in general, and at this point mentioned the souls of the martyrs, in a specific group of the believers, the martyrs. So Shaykh Suhaimi mentioned this, and then he added to it and said, and likewise the souls of the believers in general. There occurs in the hadith that the soul of the believer will be a bird which will come and go in paradise. The souls of the martyrs, it occurs that they will be within the bellies of green birds which come and go in paradise. And the souls of the believers in general, it is established also in the Sahih that they will be birds which come and go in paradise. And this is from the proofs for the bliss of the grave. For the soul enjoys bliss just as the body enjoys bliss. And then he said, and as for the matter of the souls of the disbelievers, that they will be in the well of Barahut, then the Shaykh said, Shaykh as-Suhaimi, Hafidhullah, he said, this is not authentic. Souls of the disbelievers being in the well of Barahut, this is not authentic. And it is a well in Hadramaut, and it occurs in some reports which are brought by the scholars of Tafsir, and perhaps they are reports from the Banu Israel, people of the book, which we do not affirm and we do not deny. But however, this is not established, nothing is established on this. And then finally, just the hadith that the Shaykh is referring to there, Shaykh as-Suhaimi, Hafidhullah, that's the saying of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, إِنَّمَا نَسْمَةُ الْمُؤْمِنِ طَائِرٌ يَعْلَقُ فِي شَجَرِ الْجَنَّةِ حَتَّى يَبْعَثُهُ اللَّهُ إِلَى جَسَدِهِ يَوْمَ يَبْحَثُهُ. The saying of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the soul of the believer will be a bird which will eat from the trees of paradise until Allah resurrects it, returning it to its body on the day when He resurrects it. This hadith was declared Sahih, authentic by Shaykh al-Albani in Sahih al-Jami', as-Sahiha, number 995, being reported by Imam Malik in his Muwatta, Imam Ahmad, and Nasa'i, Ibn Majah, and others from a hadith of Ka'ab ibn Malik radiyallahu anhu.